What's going on, guys? So who we got in here? Oh, hey kiddo. So, what's up, John? Not a good day at all, that's for sure. That's definitely not what's going on. So, basically, I've had the truck for what, 34 days, something like that. 34 whopping days, and broke down over here in Laramie. Truck wouldn't start, wouldn't do nothing. And they finally get it into the shop today to find out that, yeah, I got the 579 now. Don't know how much longer I'm going to have it, put it that way. Spent all day at the shop. They got it in. They pulled the oil pan on it. Found out it spun a couple bearings. Metal shavings all throughout. So, needless to say, it's time for a new motor. The only problem is don't know if it's covered under warranty or not. And if it's not covered under warranty, don't know if the new dealership that I got the truck from is going to cover it. So I'm kind of in that toss place of what to do. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's definitely not good. I would be happy. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that it's covered under warranty. But who knows? You know, I got 437,000 miles on it. I got a 5-year, 500,000 mile warranty. So I'm in the warranty area, you know, the bracket for it. But whatever made those bearings, you know, fail is going to determine if they're going to cover it under warranty or not. I'm hoping that it's covered, but I mean, you figure Cummins is going to find every way possible to get out of paying the warranty. You know, they're not going to want to dump out, you know, 25, 30 grand for a new motor and come out of pocket for it. They're going to want somebody else to pay for it. But I'm hoping all is good because, you know, like we all know, it's an old Stevens transport truck. I had to call them up directly today to find out when all the last PMs were done on it and what kind of oil they used, and had to get all that information. So with all that being said, it's just, you know, now it's the waiting game of finding out what the shop's going to say may have triggered, you know, the bearings failing. Maybe it was a oil pump, or, you know, just bad oil, or water getting in there and tearing shit up. You know, it's hard to say. We're going to play that waiting game. But, and so I'm definitely down for at least a week for sure. So that's not going to be good. But it is what it is. I mean, if it comes out that it's covered under warranty, I'll be good with that, because then I'll have a new motor in a used truck, you know. Plus that way, if it's covered under warranty, they'll also pay for my $975 tow that I had to pay. So I'll get reimbursed for that. So that'll be a good thing. That's money I could definitely use right now. But we got this little cheapy hotel over here for the night. I got my brother and that coming up to pick me up tomorrow. So I'll tell them I'll see them most likely Sunday. Your uncle should be up here tomorrow afternoon to pick me up. Exactly. Wheels ain't turning, I ain't making no money. That's definitely true. But I mean, I was getting ready to schedule some home time again anyway, so I figured, well, you know, the truck's down. I'll go home, and when the truck's fixed, I'll come back out. Unless it's down for too long, then I'll have to find another way to run it. Either see if I can borrow a truck, or I was joking around with old Carolina Ghost there and saying, hey, we'll team back up again while my truck's getting fixed. The only bad thing is he's only got one bunk, so we can't really do that. But we'll definitely figure something out. I got the laptop set up behind the phone right now, so I'm working on working on doing my new intro and stuff. I need to do my update videos on how this lease purchase thing is going so far. So I want to do those when I'm definitely in a better mood. I definitely don't want those first starting videos to come out with the way I'm feeling about the company now. Obviously CDN's still good, but the leasing company I got some questions about, because they just getting a hold of them and all that. It's I think I had a better time getting a hold of somebody at Quality, believe it or not. So it's one of the. All right, so I guess this thing messed up. All right, there, Sean, got to go, but appreciate the good luck. If my kids are still in here, I love you guys too. I'll see you guys soon. But yeah, so it's definitely a nightmare, that's for sure. I guess even the cable went out over here. It's so cheap of a room, they don't even have cable. What the hell? There we go. Family Guy. But for those of you that's left in here, if you got any questions, definitely feel free to shoot them up there. And who knows? Let's start chatting about something. We'll get something said. Get my mind off of this. And they're got a bar across the street, so I might go get me a beer or so. Might have to find out about that. Definitely could use one. Because good news is not, or I should say good luck right now is not in my favor. So as long as this thing's covered under warranty, it'll be good luck again. And wow, my camera's really foggy. What the hell? Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Now it's focused in. Guess it was focused in on something else. But yeah, it's definitely a problem here. But so what's going on with you guys? And obviously, you know, we're still here at CDN. Don't know for how much longer. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the truck. Go find me something to eat. But as you guys know, you guys that's catching this live feed, you guys know I delete my live feeds. So I'm gonna go get some food, let this phone charge up a little bit, and we'll update you guys here pretty soon. See what happens. See what's going on. Start all over. You had a phone call. All right. What am I watching? I'm not watching anything. I'm watching the phone, but it's the Family Guy is on right now. But basically, truck broke down. The message popped up on the dash display of low oil pressure. So I was like, all right. I was sitting there on the phone with Carolina Ghost when it happened, and before I could even hit the shoulder, the truck just shut off. I mean, I was halfway onto the shoulder when it shut off, but it just, shut off. Went, checked everything out, and tried to start it, and all it did was click. And just one solid thud, just dunk, and that was it. So, with self-diagnostics, with talking with my father, and talking with one of the main mechanic guys at the yard, I got a Peterbilt 579 with a Cummins ISX 13 in it, 13 speed, 331 rear, something like that. Got it, ended up towing it to the shop. That cost $975 for a 40-mile tow. And what hit me so hard with that is, I'm up here in by Laramie when it happened, so it's below freezing, it's snowing, it's after hours, the whole 9 yards, so they're hitting me left and right. The dude originally told me it was going to cost $375 an hour for his services, which started at 8 o'clock that night, got done at 11:30 or something like that. But he gave me a little bit of a discount, he said. I mean, I don't know how much of a discount is for damn near $1,000 for a 40-mile tow. I wish I can get paid that kind of money, but other than that, got the truck into the shop. I'd be leery with that Packard motor, though. I've heard horrible things about that. Never actually ran one myself before, but I've heard horrible things about it. I heard those things are just as bad as the old Max Force motors. But ended up getting the truck, to the shop late last night. And of course, the shop's not open 24 hours, so we slept in the truck. Thank God my APU still worked and would fire up and had the bunk heater going and all that. So I was at least able to stay warm. They pulled the truck in the shop this afternoon. I forget exactly what time. Yeah, I'm down. I'm over here in. I'm not near CDN right now though. I'm over here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. But so there's to say they got somebody. Hopefully it stays that way, Daniel. Hopefully it stays that way. I wish you luck with those. Like I said, I've never driven one, so I don't know about them, but I've heard the rumors. That's for sure. But they put this truck in the shop. I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Basically directly above Denver. So they put the truck in the shop. I hope I get rolling soon too, but I know I'm going to be down at least a week. Put it that way. At least a week. Took the shop, 2 o'clock I think is when they rolled it in. No, not even 11 o'clock, something like that. Got it in there. They hit me up about 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. Asking me, when I got the truck, how long I've had it, when the last, if I've ever serviced it, and whoever I got it from, if I can get, the service records on it and all this. And as soon as they said that, I'm like, yep, it's definitely a major issue. Because they wanted to know what type of oil was used and when the oil changes were done and all this. So I'm like, great. So I call up the dealership that I got the truck from, and they're like, well, I gotta make some phone calls. I gotta see if I can get that information for you and all this. I'll call you back. I'm like, okay. Hopefully you guys will get this thing done today because that dealership is closed on the weekend. So they, they definitely wouldn't be there. Not bad at all. So I said, screw it. Cool. I ended up grabbing my phone. I Googled up Stevens Transport. Started calling their main their main numbers, trying to find out, if I can get a phone number for their main maintenance department or any maintenance department or anybody that could give me any kind of history on that truck whatsoever. And first time I called, I got a voicemail and left a voicemail. Called back about maybe 10 minutes later. Finally, they transferred me to somebody that answered the phone. I got all the mileage and I wrote them all down. The dude couldn't tell me what kind of oil they used or whatever, but at least I got the mileages and all that. Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I left my Xbox at the house. But got all the mileages and all that. Went back over to the shop foreman, the service writer desk and all that. Tell him, all right, here, I didn't get I didn't get the what kind of oil they used, but hey, at least I got the mileage, right? Hopefully that helps. He goes, oh well, we need that in writing, and I'm like, great. So now I got to go through, hopefully call them back, and hopefully get patched through and get directly in with somebody. Wow. But, well, you gotta spell Peterbilt right first. Volvos, I mean, automatic Volvos, I mean, it's you got two marks there in my standards. One is a Volvo, two it's an automatic. But if it's a 780, you got a little bit more credit there on the Volvo standard. But you're still knocked down on my side for the automatics. I mean, I've driven them. I'm not a big fan of them, but that's like strike one and strike two. You know what I mean? Freightliner, I mean, Freight Shaker's the same way, but I almost got a Freight Shaker instead of this damn Peterbilt. But almost kind of wish I would have now, but who knows where that would have led me, But Volvos ain't bad trucks. Freightliners are good because they're cheap parts. You know what I mean? Parts are cheap. You find dealers everywhere. Volvos suck because their parts are a little on the higher side, and there's not as many dealerships to go to. But they're not as, you know, there's not as many of them around. But I do kind of miss my my KW. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still back there at the yard waiting for me if I want it back. But man, with DPF issues, yeah, that's bad. I'm hoping I ain't got that in a while. But I know those are coming up pretty soon too. But yeah, that KW. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for getting rid of it because I didn't have a single problem with that truck other than the wiring issue, or the wiring harness issues that were, last year sometime. I haven't had issues but those, and those were fixed for the most part. Right now I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Stuck here. But anyways, they got my truck in the shop. I got to do all the mileages and all that. I called back up, told them, okay, hey, instead of giving me these numbers and all that, I gotta have you email all that information over to the shop. No, there's not snow here right now. What was that other one? Do I got money? Not really. I'm on the broke side right now. It kind of sucks, but gave them, all the, read your comment. Oh, I know she is, but she'll be fine. They finally got the email, told me, okay, well, we got to pull the pan down, check the bearings and all that kind of stuff, and like, all right. I checked back in with them about 5 o'clock. Because I was getting ready to head over here to the hotel, and news to say, yeah, I've heard about that one, but come to find out, they got the pan sitting there, and there's all kinds of metal shavings sitting in the pan. I see. There's metal shavings on in the pan. They got the bearings sitting there, and those look like absolute crap. Yeah, I've actually delivered to DOT Foods before. I don't know if it was DOT Foods or just DOT, but it was DOT of something. But so basically, I'm stuck. Long story short, needs a new motor, either rebuilt or swap out, whatever it is. But with the mileage I have, I'm under that warrant. I'm still under the warranty, so I'm going over there. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, luck's on my side this time, and hopefully it's all covered under warranty. That way, I get a new motor. My $975 tow gets reimbursed back to me because it'll get paid under the warranty. So I'm hoping. So if you guys are religious and you want to pray for me, I'd really appreciate it. It's definitely well needed right now. But other than that, yeah, things were going good in the Peterbilt. I got it all decked out a little bit right now. Got it all lit up. When I finish up this intro, you'll see the different things that I've done to it. And of course, the same rim setup I had on my my KW, I put on the Peterbilt. If you follow me on Instagram, you got all the information there. How you see pictures, photos, video closing on me. But yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you get all the stuff too. See you later, kids. I'll see you tomorrow or whatever. You'll see all the stuff before I ever upload it here on YouTube. So definitely follow me on there, especially if you want to see what I'm doing with the truck, you know, as far as lights and chrome and upgrades and breakdowns and all this crap. I mean, it's just, I'm damn near losing my mind right now. I'm stressing out, don't know what to do. I know my wife is upset because, you know, we've been getting tight on money, and now that we broke down, you know, it's like, what are we doing? You know, we start climbing out of one hole and just fall right back into another one that we're gonna have to scrape out of. So I mean, I'm hoping it's only down for a week, maybe a week and a half. I'm hoping it's covered under warranty, you know, and that way I can get rolling and just start hauling butt and getting non-stop loads and make up for this. But only time will tell. That's for sure. Only time will tell. Don't go to Prime. Why wouldn't I go to Prime? I mean, I've heard. Granted, with me, if I ever went back company driver, I might go to Prime, but only because they're up there in pay. But if I really went back to company driver, honestly, I'd probably stay right where I'm at and just switch over to the company side. Still make good money or work for an owner-operator or something like that, because it's still good money, and I know I can get all the miles I want over here. So, worst case scenario, if the truck doesn't get covered under warranty and if the dealership don't want to pay for it, then most likely I'll be either going back leasing one of the company trucks if they still got those available, or hopefully swapping into another truck. But worst case scenario, I'll go back to a company driver and deal with it that way. See what happens. So that's all we can do is wait and see. When I'm home, obviously I don't do updates on YouTube, so I will be home in the next day or so. Like I said, my ride will be here tomorrow afternoon or so to pick me up. They're leaving tonight, so then I should be home by Sunday night. You know, about Sunday night time, something like that, and home for who knows how long, and then we'll go from there. But definitely, you know, follow me on Instagram and that. I'll be putting updates on there of what's going on and what I'm finding out and stuff like that. Obviously, if you got, you know, questions, you can definitely hit me up on Facebook Messenger, which I left my tablet in the truck, so that's hooked up to that, so I won't be able to answer that until tomorrow, unless it pops up on my phone and I switch accounts. But unless you guys got questions or whatever, feel free to ask them. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna head downstairs and go get some food. I don't know if I'm gonna eat over here at the diner. They got a Mongolian barbecue type joint over here, so I might Google that up and see what kind of reviews they have, see if it's any good or not. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions, and we'll answer those real quick. And before I shut this one down, make it go private again, because obviously I won't be leaving it up. I don't ever leave up my live feeds. It's just, you know, the way I feel is if you want to catch me live, you gotta be there to watch me. You know what I mean? It'll go down and go private and all that stuff. So, well, welcome back there, George. But like I was just saying, George, since you just stepped back in here, I said basically, you know, if you got any questions or whatever, feel free to ask them. You know, follow me on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. Because since I'm going home, I won't be posting on YouTube. I'll be posting on Instagram when I go home. So definitely, for quicker updates, follow me on that. You can always message me on Instagram or on Facebook, of course. But getting ready to go down here and grab some food finally. I'm hungry. Need a beer. Why did I get out of the KW? Oh, appreciate the super chat. I didn't even know I had my super chat activated. But thank you there, Jacob. Appreciate that. Why did I get out of the KW? Mainly, shoot me that on a message me your number on Facebook or whatever. Oh, there you go. I think somebody else. I don't know if that was you that hit me up or somebody else. But well, I got Rob, just wait. I do have some video footage of me riding. I'm gonna edit that up and get like a new intro made up, because obviously I can't have an intro with a white KW if I'm driving a black Peterbilt. You know what I mean? It's just it won't make sense. I got to make up a new intro. So while I'm stuck here in this hotel room, or while I'm at home, most likely while I'm here in the hotel room, I'm gonna edit the intro up. I'll probably just shoot up just the intro, just so at least that way you guys can at least see the truck. When it's clean on the outside, you won't really get to see the inside. But I haven't really done nothing to the inside, other than make some shelves and mount a TV. I mean, that's about it, really. And mount my GPS back on the dash like I had in my Kenworth. But needless to say, to get back on the KW standard, I got rid of that mainly because of I have a bad feeling that quality is going belly up. They're gonna go under, and I would have been either forced out of the truck or got screwed one way or another, or, you know, something like that. Plus, they started hitting me with a payment and a half payments, because they said I was 11 payments behind. And I'm sitting here going through, and I was talking with my payroll person over here at CDN, and I'm like, look, they're saying I'm 11 payments behind. I know I'm a couple because of when I took off times or whatever, I might miss one or whatever. But it all didn't make sense, you know what I mean? So I found out what they were doing. Exactly. Well, you haven't seen it yet then, Rob. You know what it looks like stock, but you haven't seen what I've done to it lately. Which still ain't too much, but but I got my, if you remember what my Kenworth looks like, basically the same wheel setup I had on my Kenworth, I got put back on the Peterbilt, got the wheels all painted up and all that now. Got me some added chrome on it, got me some lights in it, looking pretty sharp. I'm happy with it, tinted my windows, of course. I changed out my shifter knob to a different shifter, but I did extend it, of course. But yeah. But no, with quality saying I was 11 payments behind, supposedly what they were doing is CDN would take their pay, you know, for the payments, take it out of my check and send it to Quality, and Quality would hold on to it, put it over into this hand, and go, oh, we didn't get it until 2 weeks later. Or they would hold, you know, they would build them up and then finally post them, and by that time, boom, you're 2 or 3 weeks behind. So then they're sending a letter to CDN saying, hey, this guy's behind, you know, X amount of payments. Start charging him a week and a half payments so he can catch up. And they do that and just do that and do that. And it's like, it's a never-ending story. All they're doing is benefiting off of that. Now, granted, I had those payment and a half payments right before Darren got on the truck. And with Quality, if you team, you do a payment and a half. So the way I figured is, look, I'm already teaming. Screw it. You know what I mean? They don't know I'm teaming. I'm going to pay for it anyway, so there you go. Oh, definitely. Well, Rob, for Instagram, you should be able to click right here in the description box of the video, or any of my other current videos. My Instagram's in there. It's Big John, just like it is on here, except for it's a B and then an underscore. Every letter has an underscore, so B underscore I underscore so on. I got another one that I just started up. It's Big John WRT, which is my company, WRT. But I haven't really been accessing on that one. It's mainly on the Big John one, because I actually started the other one by accident. I logged into, tried to log into my normal one, and it messed up and it created a new one. So I was like, I'm screwed, I'll just do it with that. But yeah, with those payment and a halves, I was like, you know what, they're going to get it from me no matter what. So while I'm teaming, that's fine. And then dump the truck afterwards, you know. Plus I had the damage on the truck that I really didn't want to fix. I pocketed all that money, so it's like, well, why bother? So I mean, I benefited there, but I lost in the long run with the truck. I kind of kicked myself in the ass because it was a great running truck. You know, I had lots of power. There was nothing really physically wrong with it. I did start having electrical issues again right before I got rid of it. But other than that, you know, didn't have any issues really. So, but I know with that truck, the wiring problems were definitely gonna definitely going to be starting. Wiring, def issues, you know, the whole 9 yards. Everything with a truck that's got, you know, some miles on it. When I gave that truck up, I had like 368,000, something like that, 364, somewhere right around there. So I mean, I put a lot of miles on that truck in the 2 years that I had it, or 2.5 years I had it, but definitely made me a lot of money too. So I definitely can't complain with that one. But then of course I spent a lot of money on the damn thing too. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some food, go downstairs and smoke me a cigarette since I can't smoke in here. So any other quick questions real quick before I go ahead and get on out of here? Shoot them up there and we'll answer those up real quick. Wish I had a drink with me. I don't even have a damn drink with me. Sucks. Well, I appreciate the luck there, Jacob. Definitely. I'm hoping all goes good. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, hope and pray and do all that it's all covered under warranty. Hurricane Express. Hurricane. Hurricane's the one that has those Peterbilts that, like mine, that's all decked out. I have seen them. I like their trucks, but I don't like their setup. I actually stopped and talked to a guy. Nice looking trucks. No doubt about it. Definitely nice looking trucks. 18 speeds. But the only problem is they when they get the trucks in, they strip the duals off of them and they put super singles on them and they strip out one of the fuel tanks and only have one fuel tank. So just by them doing that, you know you're hauling heavy freight all the time because they're trying to do all that for weight reduction. Too much, not for me. Definitely. What happened with the truck breaking down? Basically, long story short, because this video is getting ready to end, I will go ahead and leave this video up for about, how long is this video? Half an hour. I'll leave it up until I get done eating, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take it down. So, who was that? MD Chevy. Feel free to rewatch the video. Basically, truck's in the shop. It's gonna be in the shop for at least a week. If I ever get it out, I don't know yet. We're gonna have to wait and see if everything's covered under warranty. But long story short, it needs a new motor. If I was on my tablet, I could show you guys pictures of what the bearings look like. But yeah, that metal, that oil pan, man, it was just covered in metal shavings. So I took pictures of that. But with that being said, any last questions real quick, feel free to throw them up there while I get ready to head on out of here. And I believe that was Justin, right? Was it Justin that gave me that super chat? I really appreciate that, man. You're my first super chat. I didn't even know I had that thing turned on. I know I turned it on a long time ago, but I never go live, so I was like, why do I even turn it on? Trying to get out of North Lake? Jacob, if you want, hit me up on either Facebook or Instagram with messages. Message me that if you need me to email you or something. Don't know exactly what you're giving me your email for, so just hit me up for that. Personal messages, on Instagram or Facebook, either way. But any other quick questions real quick? Oh, Jacob. Oh, I appreciate it. I knew it started with a J. Definitely appreciate that, man. That was my first. I definitely appreciate it. It'll definitely go to a long way there. It'll buy me dinner. But appreciate it there, George. Yeah, definitely. Have a good night, guys. Like I said, feel free. Definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that for any current updates within the next week or so while I'm home. And then back on YouTube once I get done. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and edit up that video. Hopefully I can get it all edited up and tweaked just the way I want it and upload that here tonight or tomorrow while I'm at the shop waiting. Message me on Facebook and Instagram. That's all I can say. For all of you guys that's out there still driving, keep that shiny side up. Stay safe. Make that money. We'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe.